AliExpress is constantly coming up with new ways to scam people who don't really know what they're buying, especially older people or people who are looking for a deal for pop-up shops and such. So let me spend money on this garbage to show you what's inside of it so you don't have to. I'm Terrible Shoes. Hit the like and subscribe button. Today we're opening 10 mystery packs for Pokemon. They come with a figure and 2 official, as the site claims, Pokemon cards. Obviously, anyone who's on AliExpress knows that almost all the product is fake. Occasionally, you will get official Chinese product on there, but for the most part, it is bootleg stuff. We have opened a ton of it on the channel. So let's get into our 10 mystery bags and see what we get. I should have probably commented on the packaging first. It looks pretty official, honestly. Like, I think if someone saw this that wasn't particularly educated on what they were buying, they would think this is legit. So let's see what we get in here. To kick off, we got our 2 cards, which are these golden hollow cards. These are actually not terrible quality, but obviously Pokemon does not print cards like this outside of occasionally in a special set like a UPC or something along that lines, like they did with the base set Charizard and Pikachu for the Celebrations UPC, and like what they did with the Mew EX for the 151 UPC. And then we have a figure, which is Absol after he has had a stroke. So as you can see, obviously the figures are incredibly fake. We've opened many other products with these same exact fake figures, and let's see what we get out of this today. Pack number 2, and I dropped it. And ooh, these are actually decently sized too. We have got Duwat here. He's not really the correct color for the most part. And then we have got some more golden cards. We have got Mewtwo GX. A lot of these end up being prints of older cards because they had printed so many of these back in the day. Anyone who has been on the scene for bootleg product knows that there are tons and tons of pretty much like Sun and Moon era type cards. These were bootlegged into oblivion, and even you can still find these in places out in the wild today as well, which I think is crazy, because I just don't understand why they printed so much of this particular product. Hold on, just making sure that's working. All right, pack number 3. All right, we're actually wow, hold on a second here. We've got something a little more recent with a Hisuian Arcanine and another Mewtwo, Mewtwo V this time. And then we have our boy here. He's a happy boy. His face really ain't looking too good though. Something else I also want to say here is that it describes the product as a keychain blind bag, which it very clearly isn't. This is actually one of the better looking ones we've got here. We've got Lugia. It's not painted particularly well around the eye area, but I don't think this would fool anyone, so to say. And then we have got our Alolan Vulpix V-Star, which was a real card, and then Ditto EX here, which is not a real card. This is a fan card printed, so it is stolen artwork as well. This is very common with AliExpress bootlegs, and many other AliExpress products, especially Pokemon ones, will have a ton of stolen fan art. We've seen this many, many times with a Pet Elf Baby and various other products available on there. Let's keep it going. That's some good stuff. Okay, we're back to the gold, baby. What do we got here? Oh, we've got Pikachu V. And this was the artwork from, I believe it was Astral Radiance for the Pikachu illustration rare, and another Mewtwo V. And our figure is, I suppose it is Ditto after he turned into a Pikachu because of that face. Oof, not looking good. We've got 5 more of these. Can't really see the quality going up much at this point, but hey. All right, we have Houndour after he saw some real life-changing events, also colored very incorrectly. And then we also have some more artwork here, Zeraora V and Charizard VMAX. These are official pieces of artwork just slapped on that golden card border. Keep it going. Hold on. Oh, okay. We have Mewtwo Y. And something you'll also notice here, by the way, why did it get so dark all of a sudden? Something you'll notice here, by the way, is that a lot of these products are from the toys, by the way, are from the X and Y era. This was another major thing, by the way. They printed a ton of bootleg Pokemon figures back then because they were very easy to peddle when X and Y came out. I'm not entirely sure why, but that is why a lot of the times when you see these bootleg toys, you will see mostly nothing past generation 6 or 7. That is not a reference. Did not mean for it to be one. However, like I said, I'm very surprised to see somewhat more recent cards here, like Galarian Zapdos and such. It's just called Zapdos on the card, because I'm assuming whoever made it didn't... Oh, look, the sun's back. Whoever made it didn't really know. I'm assuming most people that make these don't really know. Got one of the fossil babies. Very nice. Honestly, not too many complaints about this one. It looks relatively accurate. And then we have got Bolt Hound V official artwork and Galarian Articuno V. This one actually calls him Galarian Articuno, and that was the Chilling Reign artwork as well. For the not SIRs, they were called alternate arts back then. Really liked that name better. I don't know, I feel like SIR at this point has a really bad stigma attached to it because it just has enticed people to go crazy looking for them in Pokemon. Like, even back then, alt arts were not like this. We have Haunter, after he also had some kind of asthma attack. And then we've got another Galarian Articuno and a Charizard. Okay, very good. And this is our last one. Let's see if we can get some last pack magic, baby. Really hoping to get that Charizard figure. Start off with the cards. No, we've got Dialga and Drapion. And no, but we do have a personal favorite Pokemon of mine, and that is Lantern. And this is a shockingly accurate figure of it. So, there you have it. That is 10 packs of more AliExpress bootleg junk. It is not good at all. A lot of these figures are very poorly printed. I've actually never really seen them at this size. They're usually at a much smaller scale than this. I did open an advent calendar last year that had bootleg figures in it, and I think they were around this size as well, so I suppose they're just 3D printing them on a larger scale now that it's possible. But either way, don't save your money. Don't buy this junk. This was only about $6 for the entire lot. But even then, I wouldn't recommend giving this to even a small child because you never know what could be in these Chinese products. Because a lot of the times they don't follow safety regulations, and that's just not good for anyone, especially a child that may possibly put figures in their mouth or such. And honestly, I would recommend washing your hands after touching these as well, because sometimes they just have a little bit of a dirty feeling to them. So that's really it for today. Thank you for checking out the video on Terrible Shoes. Leave a comment down below If you've ever seen these out in the wild, or if you own any of these yourself, it would be really cool to know. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for checking me out. Thank you for supporting me. And that's about it. See ya.